into the AI systems.
Thank you so much. I think that uh, thank you.
No
And
problem.
now let's begin to a speech with our third speaker, Dmytro Saiankin.
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, we can hear you. I think that we can start.
Yes, give me a second. I will share my presentation. Give me a second. Where is it? Yeah, here is it. So can you see it? Yes, I think yes. Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Dmytro Saiankin. I'm the engineering manager and software architect with over 19 years of experience in system development and design. And I worked across e-commerce, fintech, IoT, and I've seen firsthand how AI is reshaping these industries, and not always in ways we expect. So AI is making big decisions in everything from healthcare to hiring to finance, which makes it crucial to ensure that it aligns with human values. But that's easier said than done. And what values should AI follow? And today we will dive into these challenges and explore real practical solutions. So let's get started. Um, so AI is already making high stakes decisions, and which it brings efficiency and innovation, but it also introduces serious risks. We've seen how AI can amplify bias, like criminal justice algorithms disproportionately impacting marginalized groups. Privacy violations are another major concern. AI-driven surveillance, data misuse, and the exploitation of personal information. Additionally, AI-generated disinformation is making it harder to distinguish fact from fiction, and it's fueling whole society with polarization and mistrust. But the problem isn't just that AI makes mistakes. It's that we often don't even know how and why it makes certain decisions. And most models operate as black boxing, making accountability difficult. And worse, unchecked AI could concentrate power in the hands of a few, increasing inequality and even poisoning risks to global security. And ensuring that AI systems act in a way that truly benefit humanity is one of the biggest challenges in AI development. This is what AI alignment is all about, making sure AI understands and pursues the right objective while remaining safe and reliable, even in unpredictable situation. Two key aspects of this are specification and robustness. So, a common misconception is that if we simply tell an AI what to do, it will execute the task exactly as we intended. But it's not like this. AI doesn't understand goals the way humans do. It just optimizes KPIs, and so the final result really depends on how those KPIs are defined. For example, an AI designed to optimize for efficiency in a workplace might end in overworking employees or making harmful decisions simply because it was never programmed to consider human well-being. AI will not automatically align with human values just because it becomes more intelligent. Smarter than human AI will or could, I better say could, I hope it will not, could have an immense impact on the world, but that impact is not necessarily be beneficial by default. Just as humans dominate the planet because of our intelligence, AI with superior reasoning capabilities could shape the future in ways beyond our control if it's not properly aligned. So, when AI misaligned, it doesn't necessarily mean it's malicious. It just means it's not reliably pursuing goals we intended. It's not just a theoretical problems. We've already seen early signs of AI models gaming reward systems, prioritizing short-term metrics over real-world impact and even deceiving their users. Right now, this is manageable because today's models are still relatively weak. But as AI gets more powerful, these failures could scale far beyond of our control. Let me give you two real-world examples. One example is a project called Workday, and the situation happened in 2023. Workday is a major provider of AI-powered recruitment software, and it was hit with class action lawsuit. The lawsuit alleged that its AI-driven hiring system discriminated against Black, older, disabled applicants, leading to an unjust exclusion from job opportunities. And this wasn't an intentional act, but it was rather a case of algorithmic bias, where AI learns from past data and unintentionally amplifies existing inequality. Here's another real-world example from my own practice. I was advising a recruitment agency that was implementing a candidate scoring system. This system evaluated candidates based on their conversations with recruiters, and it was designed as an additional independent way to assess their communication skills. However, a significant issue emerged. The system consistently gave lower scores to candidates who spoke with strong accents, even though they were native English speakers. For instance, from candidates from Scotland. And it was a clear flaw. Despite being fluent, speaking their native language and expressing their thoughts clearly, they were unfairly penalized simply because the system couldn't properly recognize their accent. So that was a problem. As AI becomes a critical part of decision-making, we face a major challenge, the black box problem. Imagine being denied a loan or a job with no explanation other than the system decided so. Without knowing why these decisions were made, how can we ensure that they are fair? And one of the ways to solve is to focus on interpretable models and explainable AI. So these methods help to uncover how AI makes decisions, making it possible to detect bias, errors, or unintended consequences before they cause harm. And transparency isn't just about making AI more understandable. It's about making it accountable and fair. But I have to emphasize that these methods that are shown here are not so well suited for concrete models that are widespread today. I mean, specifically LLMs. And that's a major problem. In my practice, there was another case when we built a code reviewing system. I will explain what it is. After completing a task, developer had to leave a comment explaining what they changed in the code. And it would be easier to maintain it later, the code. And to encourage them to write these comments, we created a quality evaluation system. And this system awarded virtual perks for good comments. I must say we immediately understood that we couldn't tie any real money to it from the beginning. And the most interesting part, we developed a second part of the system, a tool that could automatically generate comments. Basically, it would suggest comments to the developers as a first draft. And when we started using it, initially, like the quality of the comment had improved. They became longer, more detailed, but once we dug deeper, we realized that in reality, the comments were just more verbose. The scoring systems rated these longer but often empty or generic comments higher than short, clear, high-quality comments that developers had written entirely by hand. And as a result, the system ended up discouraging developers from writing meaningful comments at all. So this brings us to bigger questions. Should AI even be used in high-stakes decisions at all? And the answer is yes, but probably in a distant future. And what we are doing today. Currently, governments worldwide are racing to regulate AI, and the EU AI Act and the US AI Bill of Rights are two major efforts to ensure AI is developed and deployed ethically and responsibly. But AI is borderless, and different countries have different priorities. Without global standards, we risk a fragmented system where AI safety depends on where it was developed and deployed. Companies could move operations to less regulated regions, avoiding safeguards altogether. At the same time, there is ongoing debate how much regulation is too much. Over-regulation could stifle innovation, slow down AI progress, make compliance costly, especially for smaller companies. But too little regulation opens the door to misuse, discrimination, and dangerous AI failures. To achieve fairness, transparency, and accountability, we need to diverse training data, bias detections, and human oversight. First, AI must be trained on inclusive data sets to prevent bias and ensure accuracy across all demographics. But even with diverse data, bias can still emerge. That's why continuous audits and fairness-aware modeling are crucial, especially in high-stakes areas like hiring, healthcare, and I don't know, many others, essentially. Finally, human oversight is essential. AI should support but not replace human decision-making, ensuring ethical judgment is applied in critical sectors. So human in the loop is the essential part of AI in future. As AI becomes more autonomous, new ethical challenges emerge. Who's accountable when AI make mistakes? Should AI ever be considered moral agent? And if so, should they have rights? Any kind of. These are no longer just philosophical questions. They are shaping AI future right now. We also must ask, how much autonomy should AI have? The way we address these issues today will define AI's roles in society for generations to come. And AI should complement human decision-making by enhancing capabilities, like I said before, not replacing human element. And human-in-the-loop models ensure that humans remain involved in critical decision, providing oversight and ethical judgment. And businesses developing AI should integrate ethical guidelines that emphasize fairness, transparency, accountability from the start. We need regular bias audits before deployment to detect and mitigate any potential biases in data model. Additionally, continuous monitoring and fostering an ethical culture within the organization. This helps to maintain compliance and trust, ensuring that AI systems align with human values and they are used responsibly. So the key takeaways. AI alignment ensures AI works for, not against the humanity. Ethical consideration must be integrated into AI from the start, and transparency, fairness, and accountability are crucial. That wraps up my discussion on AI alignment and ethics. Thank you for your attention. I'm ready for your questions, if any. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I have a question for you. Before any other will start to write down theirs. So today, technology allows us to create realistic videos depicting historical figures such as Churchill or Gandhi without the permission of their descendants. We also remember that the use of Paul Walker's image in the Fast and Furious sequel required the consent of his family. Where do you think the ethical line between creative freedom and respect for the memory of the dead? Should there be legal or moral restrictions on the use of AI to recreate the images of the dead?
Yeah, thank you for a good and interesting question. Yeah, there are several aspects of the question you mentioned. First of all, how we detect imaginary video or picture with a historical person, and probably there should be sort of a signature that says that this image was actually, or this video was actually generated. And there are lots of samples for this signature from Microsoft, for instance, mostly theoretical, but it's still, we still have a progress in that area. And as for legal perspective, yes, it definitely should be regulated. And as an example, I can tell you about the situation in the Hollywood with the computer-generated imaginary of the actors and actresses, and the case with the writers that they actually protest from being used in a way to generate new videos without their consent. And that's an open question, and it's ongoing discussion, but I probably would expect it to be regulated. And it seems that in terms of 5 years, I think this legal issue will be solved. I expect.
Thank you so much for the answer. So let me see if we have any other questions and in the chat as well. It reminded me of the well-known case where an algorithm used in the US criminal justice system showed racial bias. It was more likely to wrongly predict that Black defendants would reoffend.
Yeah, that's exactly the case. I actually know. Yes, there is definitely a bias in US juridical system, and they know this problem, but nobody knows how to solve it yet. Yes, that's definitely a true problem.